Welcome, everybody, to the first 2023 Montgomery Bell Academy football pregame show. I'm Charlie Kilburn. My other host here is Will Jackson. And, Will, we got two studs right here sitting next to us. We got Hutton Derritt, starting wide receiver, and we got Morgan Holzapple there at middle line.
Captain.
Yeah, Morgan.
Captain of defense.
Yeah.
Both of y'all were on the team last year. We had a pretty senior-heavy team of, tons of seniors, but we didn't really have that many juniors playing. But both of y'all were key pieces to the team. Hutton had a touchdown in the state championship. Morgan had a game-winning pick against Macaulay. So both of y'all were very, very important to our team last year. But how different is it this year now that you're seniors? You don't have people that are older than you. You don't have people that are ahead of you leading you. So how has that changed?
It's upon us, me and Morgan, and the rest of the guys who had a chance to play last year to take that leadership role and to fill in those spots those seniors had to us to help us get ready for this year, as now we're the seniors. So we're on the field now. There's no older people to lead us. We're leading the younger guys now, and it's a great opportunity. It's fun to play on, and I'm excited for the rest of the year.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree with Hutton. Last year and the year before, I was looking up to guys like Bix Beavers and Browning Trainer, and now I'm that guy who all the sophomores and juniors are looking up to. And so Coach talks to us a lot about setting a good example for the younger guys, and this year it's on us. Yeah. We're going to get it done.
Yeah.
Next question here. What do you guys have to say about the morale of the team right now? Obviously, no one likes to lose, but, how are you guys going to come back from that? And what are things like in the locker room right now?
Locker room's still good. Eating a loss first week is always tough. There's a lot of – Pearl Cone's a good team. There's nothing to hang your head on there.
Hutton said that perfectly, but we were just a few plays away from winning that game. But no discredit to Pearl Cone. They're a great team. They got a good bunch of athletes, but we've had a great week of practice. Morale's high, and we're ready to go this Friday.
Yeah, that sounds good. That's good to hear, from the fan standpoint. Now we're talking about Ensworth right here. So, they had a hot win against Union City. I believe it was 40-6.
Yeah.
How do you think, you think their momentum's going to affect y'all's game at all, and how are you going to deal with that?
I definitely think they're going to come in the game thinking they're really hot because they had that big win, and they saw that we came off a loss. And I definitely want to give them credit. They're a good team, but I think they're going to underestimate us because they saw last year about how many seniors we've lost. Marcel Reed's gone. All these big guys are gone. But I think we look good. Defense looks good. Our offense looks really good. We still got a little QB battle going on, but the right guy will step up and make a play. So I'm confident.
Yeah, going off what Morgan said, it's going to be a tough game. It doesn't matter when the game is against Ensworth. We're rivals. It's always going to be a tough game. It'll get chippy. We're going to have some talking both ways, and you just got to fight through it, whatever it takes to win this game. And we've had a good week of practice. Offense is figuring stuff out. Didn't have a strong performance last Friday, but we're fixing all the stuff we can, and we're just looking to get a little confidence booster this week heading into the rest of the season.
Really seen very much about them, don't really know much about them, but I was just curious what y'all know about their team and what y'all think are kind of their strengths or things to watch out for, things to protect, stuff like that. Morgan,
I think that Max guy can throw the ball pretty well. We didn't get to see him play in that first game for Union City, but Coach has been talking about how he can throw the ball pretty well, and we've seen him on film. And we see that Ensworth, they like to spread the ball around a lot. They got good athletes in space, and they got a lot of speed, so that's something that we're watching and we're preparing for this week. And then the O-line, they have a good tackle up front, Ethan Utley.
Yeah.
He's a 4-star, and he's going to go play Power 5 anywhere he wants. And, I think their O-line's a lot better than Pro Cone, so something we're keying in on this week in practice.
Right.
Yeah, from the offense side of the ball, they got a lot of athletes, a lot of speed, and they're definitely physical too. But one thing I seem to notice is that they're going to get tired because a lot of guys, Morgan said, Ethan Utley is playing on the offensive line as well. They have some cornerbacks and safeties going both ways as well. So we look to have, as MBA does it here, we mainly have guys playing one side of the ball. We look to use that to our advantage this week as we can have the same energy in the fourth quarter as we do coming out in the first quarter. So defense is good, but offense we look to dominate the defenses Friday.
So what do you guys, next question here, what do you guys have to say about Brooklyn Davis in the run game? How important is that, and how much are you guys relying on that going into this week?
I mean, NBA is known for running the ball, and we have a great running back in Brooklyn Davis, and he was behind Jonathan Moore. Jonathan was a great leader to him, and now Brooklyn has that leadership now into him, as he's our running back one now. And he's a great player. He had a great game on Friday night, and our run game is going to be one of the most important things that'll help us get this win on Friday. So if we can get the run game going, everything else opens up. So we look to have a good game for Brooklyn on Friday.
Yeah, I agree. Brooklyn Davis is definitely a dog.
Yeah.
The NBA, our offense works is if we can start pounding the rock. We can't just be one-sided and only be able to pass the ball. If we can pound the rock, the pass game will open up. So Brooklyn Davis is the perfect running back for that.
Yeah. I think that's well said. Brooklyn definitely seems to have some confidence out there. We've seen them, make some huge plays, make some big runs, and we expect that again this week.
Yeah.
I want to come back to that QB situation. So, obviously he takes the first snaps of the game. So what do you think's going through his head here? I mean, you guys are obviously friends of his, and it's his first varsity snaps. So how do you think that kind of plays to his game out there?
I mean, I've been friends with H since we got here in seventh grade, and he's a great quarterback. He's been a great quarterback all the years I've played with him. It was very unfortunate that last year he had to battle 2 hip injuries and had to get surgery on both, which limited him from getting some experience in late game scenarios last year. So this year he's coming in. Basically all of our quarterbacks are brand new to the system, and we haven't had a new starting quarterback in over 3 years now. So
Yeah, I agree with Hutton. I mean, I've seen him practice. H is making all the throws. I know he's more than capable of doing it all on Friday nights. And coming from playing backup quarterback in my early days at MBA, I know H is the guy for us this year.
Yeah. Coming back to what you said, Hut, real quick, about the first possession, how important do you think that is? I mean, we saw H sadly make a costly pick six, like you were saying. Could have been nerves, could have been a lot of things, but it kind of seemed like we were kind of behind the 8 ball the whole rest of the game. How important do you think that the first drive will be against Ensworth, kind of setting the tone? Yeah,
first drive is always very important. It can set the tone for the whole game. You see the first defense goes out first, they get a stop. Our offense goes out first. We drive down the field, we score, we have momentum. We're feeling good. H is confident. But then against Pearl Cone last Friday, we got the opposite side of the stick. So we threw the pick, early touchdown for Pearl Cone. And not only that, but we had to go right back on the field, and so we had to shake that really quick. And if we look for this week for Ensworth to come out strong, come out with a good first drive, because first drives always set the tone for the game. We come out strong. And we have the momentum, and we're feeling good. But, when we come out and have a bad first drive, you throw a pick or you go 3 and out, it just hurts the confidence a little bit. So we've looked to have a good start to this game on Friday.
Yeah.
I think that's well said. I think we got one more, business question here. I mean, talk to me about the heat, guys, because, for those of you watching from far away, it's currently about 135 degrees here in Nashville.
Feels like
in the shade. So, is that going to be a factor? They're even talking about the game being canceled. What's y'all's take on all that?
Heat is always a factor, especially in these early weeks of the football season, but Coach Everard has done a great job. We moved our schedule around a little bit, so we're practicing at 6:30, which is pretty close to what game time will be like on Friday nights. So we're getting acclimated to this heat, and we're pretty strong guys, so we've been able to handle it. But the heat's definitely going to be a factor on Friday night for 4 quarters.
Yeah, rather than practicing in the morning or right after school inside, we're getting game acclimated to practicing at that 6:30, 7 time for game time. So I think we'll be more than ready on Friday for that heat.
Totally. And I also think it kind of hints on a point that you made earlier, Hut, about staying there for all 4 quarters, keeping your head in it, and making sure you don't get tired. Because especially in the heat, Ensworth NBA, it'll be easy for people to just kind of wear out and just kind of lose focus, lose their momentum. So it'll be very, very important to kind of keep your head in it for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely keeping the same energy in the 4th quarter, because I'm not sure what Ensworth practice has been like. I don't know if they're doing what we're doing, but I know that they might get tired with this heat having guys playing both ways in the fourth quarter might be a little gassed by then. So we hopefully can take that to our advantage and pounce on them in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I definitely think it's going to come down to, just who wants it more on this one, guys. I mean, in this heat, everyone's tired but ready. And, especially, those corners out there, EB and Huber.
Yeah.
I have confidence that they're going to be able to run step for step with those Ensworth receivers 100%. Every single play.
So kind of switching gears a little bit. We got a fun question, and then we got a couple football predictions for this weekend. First question. So you're in the middle of nowhere. You've just gotten off a bus. You're at a random gas station. What are you getting? Snack, candy, drink, whatever. What are you getting? Hutton, you'll start?
Yep.
I'm a sour guy, so I'm immediately going to the sour candy aisle, getting something sour, Sour Patch Kids, Sour Punch Straws, and then gotta go with the Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so solid.
That doesn't get much better than that.
I agree with Hutton. I'm a big Sour Punch guy, or Sour Patch guy, so I'd go with that. I think there's a new flavor, Sour Patch Kids lemonade edition, and those hit different. So I'd get those and
I'd have to venture into those.
A yellow Gatorade.
Okay, yellow. All right, yeah, that's solid. Those are both probably two of the same choices I would have picked. But what about you, Chuck?
I'm about protein, so I gotta stay. Although I'm not on the field, I'm watching from up in the student section.
Totally.
So I gotta stay ready. So I'd probably grab some beef jerky, most likely.
There you go. All right, so we got 2 game predictions coming up. So this weekend, I believe we got 2 college football games. One of them's USC versus a no-name team, but the other one I wanted to highlight, especially for you, Hud, is the Notre Dame Navy game. Is coming up on August 26th, I believe.
Yeah,
and
this Saturday.
Yeah, you got Notre Dame 20.5 point favorite. Wanted to hear who y'all got in that one and why. You want to start?
I'm a Navy guy, so hurts to be favored against by 21 points.
Yeah.
But I wish I could take Navy. Really want to, but I'm not sure how the triple option will do against a strong Notre Dame defense. So I'm gonna have to go with the Fighting Irish.
Yeah, I was with the new addition of Sam Hartman to that Notre Dame offense. I think it's going to be a little too difficult to stop for that Navy defense. So I got Notre Dame 42-13 over Navy.
7 p.m. kickoff at Ensworth. Everyone show up. We'll see y'all there. Thank you for tuning in for this pregame show.